Alright guys, so I was walking along the trail and I kind of saw a little divot over there on the far side. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. They might be getting close to the mine. And then I look to the left and here's part of it. So I don't know if this is a collapsed shaft or if it's an actual intentional shaft. But yeah, it's really, really deep. I can't see the bottom. And obviously there is zero protection around it. This is a very unmarked mine. People are aware of it, but I mean, obviously there's no safety stuff here. And I am not a trained expert on mines. So this is as close as I'm going to get. Actually, there's some barbed wire. So it looks like they did have some barbed wire around it at one point. But I'm not going to get much closer because if I hold this up with my umbrella over it, you guys can see it is a really deep shaft. I don't want to get too close to the edge because I don't know how stable this is, if it would cave in with my weight. And so I'll hold that out and let you guys see it is a very, very deep shaft. And so there is a mine here. Unfortunately, like, I'm not a trained expert. I have no knowledge of mining or anything about it, how stable this is. So I don't want to get any closer. I'm actually a big scaredy cat of this. This is like very, very sketchy. And I don't want to get too close and fall in. But I can see a little bottom there on my camera now. So it looks like it's like maybe 20 to 15 feet deep down in there. And then the shaft goes underneath the road. So there is a mine here. I don't know if this collapsed and or this was intentionally dug. It looks like it might have been intentionally dug by the markings on the ground there on the side of the wall. But again, that's close as I'm going to get, guys. I'm not that brave. There's barbed wire around it. There's supposed to be an entrance that's actually like on the side of the hill, so I might be able to show you that a little better. But yeah, I'm not going to get any closer. I can kind of get a little closer here, but that's as close as I'm going to get. Yeah. So pretty cool, but that actually scares the hell out of me. That yeah, and as you can tell, I'll back up here to the trail. Like, if I didn't have to look over, you could walk past that and not even see it. So really dangerous. And this is what led me to actually notice it. Was right here. It was this little divot. So I'm going to be really careful around here because, I mean, a tractor or a quad did drive over this, but I have no idea how stable this mine is. Probably not very stable at all. So I'll see what else I can find. So there's a shaft there. And again, I'll probably just attach this to the end of the video of the car because I don't know how much there is to see. And I'm not going to push my luck with this because I'm actually really scared of these mines because they're very, very dangerous. Yeah, like there's, I won't be going in it. I'm not a trained expert, guys, so I'm not going to sit here and make up excuses or try to apologize for not showing too much of it because, like, again, I'm not a trained expert. I have no training in this kind of stuff, and I know old mines are extremely dangerous, so I'm not going to push my luck. But it is a little. Oh, okay, so here's some more of it right here. They've actually got some stuff up to kind of mark where it all is. So I'm right on the mine site. So I wasn't sure how far I'd have to walk, but again, guys, I'm going to be really cautious here and not push my luck because you can see there's an old, looks like an old entrance right there. This road basically just goes right, slaloms right through where the mine was. So that looks like it went underneath the road. So I might be walking over it, which is it's kind of spooky. Because yeah, this thing was built in the 1800s, so, you know, couple 100 years of abandonment. Now, I'm not going to get much closer than this, guys, because like I said, I'm not a trained expert. I think that's an entrance. And yeah, I'm not going to push my luck with this, guys. I'll try to show you what I can. Like this one is right underneath the road. That's wild. That might have been a shaft that maybe looks like it might have filled in or might have collapsed in. Because it doesn't go anywhere. There's no entrance in there or anything. So it might have just been a test hole or something. Yeah, there's another channel there on the side of the hill. Might have been doing some I'm not an expert, guys, at all. I'm not trying to pretend here like I know everything about mining. I know a little bit from watching other people on YouTube exploring old mines. I know they do dig to, like, they'll do test holes where they're checking to see, like, you know, whatever they're mining for, the ore or minerals they're looking for. They'll do some test boreholes to see, you know, if it's worth actually building a mine. See, there's some more workings over here. The fence right there. Very sketchy. Very, very sketchy. Yeah. You can see it's been carved out there on the side of the hill. So it says danger cave-in over here. There's a sign over here I see. So, like I said, I'm not going to go inside the mine. If you're watching this, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going in the mine. So don't think I am. I mean, if you're upset in the comments about me not going in, I get it. Like, there's lots of people who do it, but I'm not a trained mine expert. Is that water? What the heck? Oh, sorry about the swearing. There's a case of water. So there's obviously people coming here and maybe doing a little camping. Oh, that's like a water flask thing. So maybe there's people coming here doing some, I don't know what you call it. There's a word for it when they go down in the mines, caving, I guess. But, yeah. It's like somebody's intentionally marked these trees for danger cave-in. So I'm gonna walk over and see, put the umbrella down, if I can see anything over here. But I'm not gonna get close. I like the old barbed wire fence, that's cool. I'm not gonna get too close, guys. Just gonna see what we can see from the good advice. Yeah, it looks like this might have been. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So I think this is the main entrance right here. So I think the main mine is right here. As I did see this picture online. There's a very large entrance going underground. I think this is it right here. I'll see if we can get around down here to the far side and have a look at it. That might not be possible. Yowza. Yeah, that's a steep hill drop. But yeah. I may have to come around from the far side. It's quite a distance. So I don't think I'm going to try to, I don't know. I could walk from over here, guys, and walk down, but I'll be honest, I don't know. There could be open holes along here because it looks like this whole hillside was mine. So I don't want to risk walking where I don't know where everything is. So this is the best I'm going to do for you guys. I apologize. I know you'd like to get a little closer. I would too, but I'm going to be very prudent and very cautious with this because I am no expert and I'm not going to pretend to be one. Yeah, there's a barbed wire fence has been here for some time. we'll see what we can see from the other side. Maybe we can get a better view. I'll bring you along with me. We'll walk around this fence. That's the main entrance, and it's like a goes in like that. I'm pretty sure it goes in and then down. And I did have another video where I went to a mine, but it was all flooded, so it would have been kind of almost the same idea, except it was wider. It would have been like a wide opening, and then it went down into the mine. But it was completely flooded when we found it. And yeah, obviously I wouldn't have gone down in it anyways. I am not an expert. Okay, so the fence is down here, but I'm not crossing that. This big tree fell down across it. Yeah, very old fence. You can see by the old nails. They've had those up. So I'll try to put some fencing there too. So I don't know if I'm in the wrong spot, but we'll walk over here to see. Yeah, this might not be any better over here. Yeah, this is really sketchy. Yeah, this isn't much better. I don't know, guys. I don't think I trust that over there. Maybe we'll go around. We'll go a little further around just to say that I tried. But yeah. Yeah, this mine was built. I don't know hardly anything about this mine. I'll try to put some in the description maybe if I find some info when I go to do the editing. But as far as I know, 1800s. Operated just up into, I don't even know if it operated up into the 1900s. Oh, there's more over here. I don't know much about the backstory on it, what they were mining. But, yeah, it was in operation quite a long time ago, so hence why I'm being abundantly cautious, because these places are really dangerous. And I'm not sure what they mine. I'll see if I can find out for you. Put it in the description, but it looks like they went right into the hill face here. That's impressive. That's a lot of work to do that. So there's no barbed wire here to either side. So maybe go this way. I'll check this one first over here. The barbed wire. Get over to it. And then we'll come back over this side. Maybe I'll make this its own little video. I think there's enough here to give you guys some content. Wow, really beautiful spot. They probably came in down below here. Went into the mine. So there might have been an old road down there at one time. But again, I don't think I'm going to try to walk down there because I have no idea where exactly everything is. And I don't want to push my luck. I'll put the name of this mine. It's a well-known location. I'm not going to say it here, but I'll put the name of it on the description. You know, so you guys can look it up. It's not like it's on private land or anything. It's on public land. So that being said, though, if anybody from Ontario watches this, I didn't tell you to come here because this is extremely dangerous. So if you come here, it's on your own risk. So you can see these are deep holes. Like that's a good, I can't even see the bottom from here. That's a good 30 feet down. I'm not going to mess with that. And there's no cell phone service or anything here. And I'm by myself, which, yeah, if you're exploring by yourself, guys, always be really cautious. Don't push your luck just for the sake of, you know, doing a video or anything. It's not worth your life. It's better to live another day and do another video where you can show more on the ones where you can't. Yeah, you can see there's another opening over here. So it looks like they really tore this little hill apart. I don't know what they were looking for, but definitely some serious workings in here. Like you're talking 1800s, so you know, this wasn't done by machinery. This wasn't a guy with a backhoe. These were guys with shovels and pickaxe and, you know, doing this all by hand. I'm sure they had some steam engines for, you know, they did used to run like kind of like makeshift airlines into these mines to get some breathable air, but everything was done pretty manually. And yeah, that's pretty deep. I'm holding you guys out as far as I can stretch. I don't see any entrance, but there is some holes even right there. I think the entrance is over here somewhere. May have collapsed in. And there's animal trails going in there, so animals are using it. They're braver than me. Like I said, guys, if you're watching this, don't ever explore something like this if you're not trained or don't have the equipment. I'm not trying to be a dad and tell you what to do, but yeah, it's not worth it. These places are really, really dangerous. Unless you've got high level experience, which I don't. I would never mess with a place like this. This is as close as I'm going to get. I like the old signs though. Not too old, but... And this is kind of what I'm talking about. So I'm not going to go any further over this way. We've got the mine entrance here. And then I'm smart enough to know that's a starting of a collapse right there. And you can kind of see there's divots here in the ground. So I don't even know if it's safe to walk over that because, yeah, I don't even know if I want to walk across there. You can see a divot over here. Like, I don't know if that's a hole. Like, I'm taking a chance just walking around here. Yeah, I'm going to go over this way, kind of further out, back towards the trail. It's the kind of thing you got to watch out for. See, like these sunken, this could be natural or it could be the shaft is starting to collapse underneath. Just my weight alone you go right into that. So yeah, there's like a lot in here. I wasn't expecting this. I really did a lot of mining in here. A deer walked here, so he didn't fall in any holes around here. So there's another little hole over here. I think this actually might be a shaft over here. Man. Yeah, oof. Foot something in the ground there. It kind of scared me a bit. Yeah, you can see the sign there underneath. Danger cave in. And then, yeah, this is an actual shaft, I think, right here. Yeah. I'll lift you guys up. Maybe you can see more than I can. Till he's down. See the barbed wire fence all around it. See if we can get a better angle. Don't go too close. So I think people, like I said, I think people have been down. I have seen pictures of people down in these mines, but they're experienced people who, you know the risks and know what they're doing. Where I am nothing of the sort. Holy crap, that is deep. That is like something out of my nightmare. Yeah. I don't know if that's a cave-in or if that was an actual access point. And holy shit, yeah, excuse my language. This is kind of what I'm talking about right here. Like, you can see there's another test borehole right there, and there's one over there going into the mountain. Yeah, so I'm not even going to try to go over near all this. That's really dangerous. So we're going to go back towards the road, and we'll go down and see if we see anything more from the road. I'll have to go back and get my umbrella. I've left him behind. You can tell it's very hard to see anything in here. There's the trail. Just trying to pick a safe spot to walk out. There is holes right next to the road, so I'm gonna walk. Sorry guys, I know it's a pain in the butt. I'm gonna walk exactly where I walked. Really got a bit of that out of the editing, but I'm gonna follow my footprints because I don't want to take any chances walking on something that's dangerous. We'll pick up Mr. Umbrella and on the way back. And we'll go down the road and see if there's more down the road. I'll do another little quick look at these when we go by. You can see we've walked quite a distance in here. And also it's pretty quite extensive. It's a lot larger than I thought it would be. I didn't think it would be this extensive. So we'll cross this way. So it's pretty good right here. All my footprints. Yeah. Big trees kind of blocking away. Oh, here's Mr. Umbrella out at the road. So we'll kind of head back up to the road here. He's just over there, so we'll get him afterwards. But yeah, see, this is kind of the thing too. Like, I'm a little nervous of little dips in the ground like that. It's probably natural. It's probably not a threat of any kind, but I'm not going to chance anything. Try not to be a fool when it comes to this kind of stuff. There's some more over here on the side of the road though to check out. Oh, the umbrella's still there. Stay there, don't run away. Yeah, see, there's more. Looks like test holes over here. Yeah, it's a nice little spot though. Take a little second to show you guys. There's a nice little pond here. So I imagine this is flooded, some of it. I know people did, like I said, do go down inside of it, but I imagine a lot of it's flooded. Yeah, it looks like it was maybe a test hole. So that shows you the size of that tree right in the test hole. So that's like, you know, a couple hundred years ago. This was, like I said, I believe mid 1800s to late 1800s. Maybe a little bit in the 1900s. I think maybe I'd have to research a little better. Maybe people came back and tried to, like, you know, see if anything was technology changed. They might have came back to see if they could do anything more with it. Yeah, we'll walk down here. So I know there was more over here, but we definitely want to be safe. So that was pretty sketchy over there. There was a lot of holes over there. So maybe we'll stay away from that spot just because I'm a little nervous of it, guys. There's another test hole there. Yeah, there it is over there. So that's where we came to. It's right over there. You can see the sign down. And we'll see if there's anything more over this way. Yeah, see, there's another test hole right there. Yeah, leading off that way. So this is kind of why I don't want to go over there, guys. I apologize. I could kind of just tell when I seen that was going to be really dangerous. These ones aren't even marked off. They look like just not very deep, just channels. But same token, you don't know. You don't know how deep that is. I'll zoom in a bit. You can see it could have actually been a shaft that collapsed. It may just be a test hole where they were sampling the ground, but I'm not taking any chances with that. You can see there's ones right here too, like over here. Yeah, so this is a really active mine area. I can see more over here. There's another hole over here. So this was really active. Like this has really been mined. There's a lot of work going on here. Oh, here's another hole right beside the road. I don't think I showed you that one. Don't walk by it. Yeah. You can see by the size of the trees again, you know, mid 1800s, you know, almost 200 some years ago. Oh, old piece of steel there. I don't know what that would have been out of. That is, if I had to guess, the look of it, those are leaf springs, I think, out of a small wagon. If I had to guess. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Either it's leaf springs or clamps. It's either leaf springs off a small wagon of some kind, or it's some clamps or something like a large tube of some kind. Some more holes here, or test holes. Like I said, if anybody out there knows exactly what we're looking at, feel free to put some info in the descriptions. I'm not opposed to that. You guys may know a little more than I do. I know nothing in mining. So there's a very, very large hole over here I can see. So we're going to try walking over to it as carefully as possible. Take my steps real slow because, like I said, I don't know about these. Yeah, they're really tearing this up. They must have knew something was here. Oof. My foot sunk into a little hole there and just scared the crap out of me. Thinking this is okay. Yeah, this looks like a deep one over here. I can see it runs all the way over to the hill. So that might have caved in. It might not have been that deep down on the ground. It looks like people have been walking here. The brush is kind of cleared away, so people have been walking along this fence. Yeah. Ooh, gotta watch the bird wire. Yeah. See, there's like a big channel right there. Goes down pretty deep. Another one over there. Oh. Big old scaredy cat. I think this is the one time though, being a scaredy cat is alright and acceptable. Because this is nothing to mess with. That channel's pretty deep. So you wouldn't want to fall in any of these. Yeah, there's more kind of walking on the middle here. I think I'm okay. These ones are very deep. They really tore the land up right here. Some old bucket probably when they were back here working back in the 1800s. It's probably really old. Older than you'd think probably. Got here. Got a frozen spider. But I can't. It's too frozen in. I don't want to bust it and break it. Yeah, so we're gonna go over here, guys. I'm gonna go very slowly. I should slow down a bit. Yeah, this one's really, really deep. Like I said, I've seen... Oh, there's a deer. Don't eat the yellow snow. Does deer pee in the woods? Well, yes, it does. But yeah. That's really... That terrifies me. Seeing a big open hole like that in the ground. Yeah, so that's probably a shaft. Oh, sorry. Gimbal hit a tree. That's probably an entrance or a shaft. That was probably a shaft, and I think it's probably collapsed somewhat because that looks like that's pretty deep for test holes. So I'm thinking this might have been a shaft or like an entrance, and they mined in this way and then it's just slowly collapsed into the ground. Probably wasn't that deep by the time they dug it. Probably had soil strong enough over their heads that it was, they could go in. Yeah, that runs quite a ways. Again, I apologize, guys. This is about the best I can do for you. I'm not going to risk getting over close to the edge of that. Yeah, that's really sketchy. I'm actually surprised they allow people to come back here. Like I said, this is public land. Anybody can access it, so yeah, this one I might be able to see a little better. Right here. See, they kind of went in, dug a channel along there. Yeah. Good spot for deer. Good spot for deer hunting, actually. You can really watch for deer here. Outside of the falling in a mine. Yeah. Wild. It's a lot of work. Can't imagine being back here in the 1800s with just pickaxes and shovels, probably a couple of horses, and maybe a steam engine of some kind for a little bit of mechanical power. And yeah, now like that's solid rock they went down into, a lot of that. Like a lot of that solid rock. So they must have been really working here for quite some time. Like the old barbed wire fence, so. Hit with a shotgun a few times. Yeah. Now that I'm seeing this, I'm actually really surprised they allow people near this. Because it's pretty dangerous. Says the guy walking around it with a camera. Okay, there's that wire I almost tripped over. Okay, we'll go back here in the road and we'll go for a little further and see if there's anything else. See, I don't think there's any equipment or anything here. Like I said, this was so long ago. If they had any equipment, it's probably either still down in the mine, or they took it away, or it's long gone. They probably would have just had pickaxes, shovels, and like maybe a steam engine of some kind. They might have had some sort of gas-powered something, but highly doubt it. Yeah, there's the fence comes up here. Okay, we'll walk up over here. Big old tree right there. Probably some of these trees were here when these guys were doing this. Test hole there. So I think this is just the back end of that big part we just walked along. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Snap. It's a pretty good sized area. Almost a couple acre. Can I walk it this way safely? Yes. I believe I can. A little bit of a test hole right there. Of course, some of this could have been getting fill when they made the little road in here, the little trail. Could have just been digging out the side of the road to get the fill to make this road. Yeah. There's more of the barbed wire fence. So we'll take a little more of a stroll here and see if there's anything else. That's fairly big right there. That could have been one of the main mine parts right there. Like I said, I've seen a couple pictures of them, people that went into them, and there's some fairly large cave entrances. So I think that might be the end right there. Go a little short distance here. The elevation is dropping, so I'm thinking that's why they were there. They're kind of mining that little hill. Oh, there's a little bit here. Another little test channel. Even some of these are deep enough, like that one there. It goes down pretty deep. Deep enough, I don't want to get too close. You don't know, it could be a shaft down in there. I think there might be too. Yeah, I think there is. There's like a little bit of a shaft going in. I think they call them adits or whatever, like a little, just where they go in for a little ways just to see what's there. That one's not even really marked off. Yeah. Even those small ones like that, if you happen to fall down, you know, you step on it the wrong way, you fell in there, you break an arm or a leg. I think that might be the end of our trail. Or no, maybe not. Go a little more further. We'll trail off that way. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's actually one of the biggest old mines I've ever seen. I've seen a few others, but they were only like little pits or just a hole in the ground. Like that one's quite extensive. They were really tearing up the land here looking for something. There's a hole right here. So, a rabbit or a squirrel. Yeah, there's like a little another hole right here. I think those were test holes. Some of them could have been for the road here too. They could have been extending this road maybe later on. And we were digging gravel out of the sides of the hills to make the road. Thinking that might be the end of the mining. I guess we're kind of going over towards the water here. We'll go in our little further ways just to see what we see. Yeah, I think that might be the end of our... Yeah, I think we're going down. So that might be taking us away from the mine. Nice little spot though, got nice little ponds here on either side, little swales. If you guys are still watching and you hung around this far, I really appreciate it. Stick around watching me. That's one thing I've noticed. A lot of people will make comments on Urban Explorer pages, sites, and they'll make comments about, well, you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have edited this out, you should have edited that in, or, well, you know, guys, unless you've done it, you really shouldn't make any comments, because, like I said, it's not always easy to know what you're going to see, if anything, and it's not always easy to get to these places. This one was pretty easy, but that being said, nice trail, walking trail on it, but a lot of them are really difficult to get to. And yeah, I think this is the end of the mining. I know it was just on that side of the hill, so anything further there's nothing further. Just goes off into the bush. Probably just, yeah, I can see this is getting pretty narrow. That's more of an ATV trail now. That's the road. Probably the original road probably came down. I bet if anything, they probably came down here. This is the original, probably right here, and they used to get water here. I have no doubts that's what they were doing. They would have came this far just to get the water for cooling equipment and probably doing different things, cleaning things, and maybe even drinking. I'm not sure. Back then they didn't have much choice. They'd just drink right wherever they could find it. Yeah. It's a nice big beaver dam there, though. Yeah, that probably was all flooded at one time. Oh, very slippery. Yeah. Well, I'll keep rolling until we get back to the umbrella. We'll kind of have a look back across everything we walked. What we'll do is, once we get to where the last little bit of mining is, we'll make note. And then we'll walk to where it started. We'll kind of get a rough idea how big it was. Really beautiful spot though. This turned into like a 40-minute video. I'm really enjoying this. This is beautiful out here. I deer hunt, guys. I know a lot of people are against that, and hey, that's fine if you are. I'm not going to tell you what to think or what to do, but I love deer hunting just for the fact of being out in the bush. It's beautiful. This is the stuff you see. It's so quiet, and you can really enjoy it. Highway's not too far away, you can kind of hear it, but it's a good distance. Yeah, it's really nice just getting out here. Seeing the bush. So everything's really well marked in here, so definitely definitely still on the conservation land. That's a conservation trail marker. So there's a bit of a hole over here on this trail. I just noticed it. I think that's just like a test hole. We'll walk over to it though, just to have a look to see what we did. Yeah, actually, I think that's actually a shaft. Yeah, there's a really deep hole there, and it's not marked or anything with any barbed wire. Let's go over to it. We're not gonna get too close, but we'll walk over towards it. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Like, not even marked, no warning barbed wire, no nothing. Like, that's really sketchy. Yeah, definitely another either test hole or a shaft that collapsed, or they were just testing to see if there was anything there. That's pretty deep though. We'll take a little walk around this road. This road's here for a reason. Nothing's drove down it. This may have been the road that went down to the mine, actually. If I had to guess. Yeah, it's going down. So this might have been the original way they got down to the mine. Went down this way. So like I said, you never know what you're going to find. We'll go down. Let's see if we can see anything. So I don't know how far I'll go down. Because I don't know. I have no idea if there's any test holes and stuff down here. This is going to be fun to climb back up when I'm done down here. Fun and not fun. Yeah, so this is the actual road, guys. Right here. Yeah, this is definitely the original road down to the mine. So that does make me a little braver now, because you know, they used this, they walked it, they drove it, or yeah. So there is access down here. Maybe we can get a shot at the front of the holes at the gap, please. Okay, yeah, there is an actual road right here. Yeah, so you can see this is where the mine is. It's like just right over here. And it looks like they cut into the face of that hill. That's water. Dang. It's flooded, I think. Yeah, it's ice. Well. No, that's not ice. Okay, that's right. I thought there was water there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be walking on that. I don't know if that goes down. Yeah, it is. It's just ice. Yeah, okay, so there's like water and stuff over here. It's flooded. Yeah, it's all flooded out. No, I don't know how deep that is. It's probably not very deep, but same token, guys, I don't think I'm going to push my luck any further. Yeah. The road does veer off kind of to the right, so I don't... And I couldn't see anything along the face when I was over there. There was no road along the front of the entrance to the mine, so I don't think I'll continue down that road, guys. Because I think if I went, it's all flooded, and I can't see the holes or anything in there. So it's probably people screaming at me right now, go ahead and do it. But you know what, guys? It's not safe. I don't know where any of the stuff is. There could be a flooded hole over there. I step into it, it's ice. I go in, I'm gone. And like I said, there was no road along the front of those openings, so that road does not go over towards them that close, so I'm not gonna risk it. So yeah, kind of a, I know what you'd say, kind of a ending. I thought maybe I could go over and could look at the front of them, but no, it's a little dangerous. This is what I was talking about. You never know what you're going to see, or how it's going to be, how hard it's going to be to get to something, or how dangerous. I'll maybe make this like a full-length version or something on my channel for membership, and then put the edited down version on the channel. Cut it down maybe for a little bit easier viewing pleasure, and keep the long part for any members that want to watch me walking around talking to myself. Yeah, anyway, while we're walking here, like I said, we'll see. So technically, I think this is where the mines. Was maybe the original access road. The mine started here, so that's a good. I don't know. I'd say at least a good 5-10 minute walk across it. Let's time it. So we're 50 minutes in, 51 minutes in. And we'll start timing now. And see what we are when we get back to the umbrella. Let's see how big this area is. So that's definitely a test hole, or once a shaft. So like I said, I did the other video where I was just exploring. Sorry, I thought I heard a quad. Just explored that old car, and it's not far from here. So that may have been associated with this mine. Maybe the guys that were mining here drove it back in and it broke down and couldn't get it going again. If there was somebody here prospecting this after it was abandoned, or it might have just been dumped, which I'm thinking it might have been dumped. Because if I look at the trees and some of those holes, I don't think this has been actively mined in at least 100 some years, 130 years. That's a pretty big trees I saw in the hole, so it's at least close to 100 years growth, if not 50 or 60. So maybe the last time somebody was in here was in the 40s, maybe. Yeah, pretty cool. Now I'm not walking too fast, but we're already almost 3 minutes in. 52, or sorry, be a minute in, not 3. Yeah, let's see the signs over there. Yeah. Yeah, another little test hole over there. Yeah, but still watching. I appreciate you guys staying and hanging out with me. Like I said, I've gotten pretty good. I'm really happy with you guys on my channel. Like, I've had pretty good comments from everybody, and I really appreciate that. And you know, I've had very few negative comments. Get the odd one, but if you made it this far, you're watching and you're a troll and you're gonna make negative comments, so I'm just gonna remove them. I don't have time for your silliness. I don't care. I'm not one of those kind of guys that really cares what people think. So if you're coming here just to troll me or make stupid comments, I'm just gonna remove them. So you've been warned. Yeah. Big old tree. Yeah. But yeah, so far everything's been good though. Really positive. I'm really appreciative. My wife too, she really enjoys you guys like all that I've told her about, all the comments you guys have made about her, about how funny she is and some of the stuff she does, so she really appreciates that too. So yeah, video's kind of more or less done, but if you guys are still here watching, I guess I can, like I said, this is just kind of a thank you kind of thing for, you know, I think I'm at like 789 subscribers, which is really good. It's, you know, like, I'm happy with that. Yeah, that right across the road. Like, it's the thing I keep wondering, like, how safe is it to drive equipment or, like, you know, quads and stuff down the road? There's our little bit of metal we did find. Probably if you did come out here, you'd find a little bit of scrap metal like that, pieces of odds and ends. But yeah, they wouldn't have had a whole lot of machinery back in those days. Yeah, like that goes right across the road. So yeah, if you guys know, put it in the comments. I don't know, like, is this a test channel? I think it's a test channel, But if it's an actual collapsed shaft, if you guys think that's what that is, let me know in the comments. Like, you think these are actual shafts that have collapsed into the ground? I'm just guessing. Let me know. Put it in the comments, and I'll, you know, I always try to check the comments and look. So if you put something there, I'll read it. Like I said, if it's something dumb, obviously I'm gonna, you know, if it's a negative comment or trolling people or trolling me, I'm just gonna get rid of it. I don't care. I don't have time for that. You guys don't want to watch my channel, you don't like what I'm doing, go somewhere else. That's my opinion on that. But yeah, so yeah, but anyways, getting back to the good stuff. Yeah, let me know in the comments, like, if you guys think these are test channels or shafts, like a, you know, a channel like into the mountain that's collapsed in, or if it was just test. I think some of them were just test holes where they were checking to see like where all the ore was or what was viable. Yeah, like if you, like I said, guys, if you see by the size of these trees, those weren't there when they dug that hole. So, you know, you're looking at least 80, maybe minimum 60 years ago for some of these, for sure, if not more. Like I said, it was 1800s this was started, mid 1800s, I believe. I'll get all the correct information in the description. And there's Mr. Umbrella. Yeah, that's beautiful. So quiet. We're back out to the water. So people have been coming back in here. It's either people exploring the caves, the mine, going in and checking the mine out, or it's people camping. Endless summer. Kind of funny. Middle of winter. Yeah. So yeah, we're at roughly 7 minutes. I know I've been talking and kind of looking at stuff as I'm walking back, but as you can see, pretty extensively mined. Like, this is a large area they cut into. It's worth it. Very worth it. Pretty neat. This one's really really sketchy. I'm gonna get too close to that. I've been here almost an hour and I haven't heard or seen anybody. Not a lot of people know this is here, so I think that's actually an entrance down in there. I think we kind of looked at that one, I think. Yeah, so it's pretty impressive. I'm impressed. Deer tracks. You can see that's probably a doe, a couple fawn, maybe a yearling, and maybe a couple of doe kind of tagging along together. Pretty active trail right there. Bucks never travel in a group. They usually, unless they're in a field feeding, they generally don't travel along with the does and that. But yeah, so that's our first hole right there. Yeah, that's the first one we came to. So yeah, we were about 9 minutes. Just kind of trucking along a little slow. So yeah, that's big enough, you know. But yeah, anyway, it's made this far. I'll probably keep this a full-length version. I'll put everything in it for people that are, you know, if anybody joins the membership. I got a couple of videos there that haven't been seen on the channel on the regular. They're kind of for members only. So if you guys feel like, you know, joining, it's not much. I think I set it for like $1 something, $2 something. I'm never gonna up it. I'm gonna keep it like that, and I'm not gonna make it where you gotta pay for different levels of membership to see different videos. It's a one-shot deal. Because you know what? I think $1 is way more than enough for YouTube, for you guys to like watch some extra videos. I'm not gonna charge people a lot for this. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the fun. So, you know, just anything I do make, if I make a little bit of money on it, we'll go right back into the exploring. We'll go into, you know, gear or traveling to places, or it kind of looks like it might have been a, oh no, maybe not. Sorry. But yeah, anything I make on the channel will be kind of, you know, put back into it. So I think that's maybe where that other road linked up. Yeah, I'm not sure. I almost thought I would walking down that way, but like I said, when we were looking at those holes, I didn't see the road anywhere near the opening, so I don't think you'd see much from it, and I'm not going to take a risk of walking over and, you know, a little on the dangerous side. So yeah, again, thanks guys for watching, and like I said, I'll maybe keep this a full-length version of me just babbling away. I'll put it on the membership channel, and I'll cut it down for the main channel. But if you guys have any interest, I have some videos. I'll be putting more on too in the on the membership. I'll put some more videos in. And like I said, it'll just be a one-shot deal for joining up. I'm not gonna make us pay more to see, you know, other videos or anything like that. I'll keep it one you know, cheap price of joining up. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you on the next one.